Hi everybody, this is Angelo Quinones, and let's get right at it. Okay, let's parse this. Let's continue to parse John 1:1. We saw the manuscript variant readings. Okay, NRK in halagos, kai halagos in prostantheon, kai theos in halagos. NRK in halagos, and NRK in halagos, kai halagos. Let me see, NRK in halagos, kai halagos in prostantheon. Kai ha theos in halagos. So we saw that variant reading that has the article before theos in the manuscript L. So point that to the witnesses if you have difficulty, that there is a manuscript that contains the article. We don't need it, but there is a manuscript that contains it though. And we saw, some of the parsing, NRK, the prepositional phrase there, that it doesn't need an article, just like in Rome doesn't need an article, it doesn't have an article. Okay? Or it doesn't have the article because it didn't need it. Okay, you understand? So we were beginning ain, so let's get there. Okay, ain means was, and it's the past form, okay, of Amy. Amy is the top banana in the paradigm. Okay, so this is the past form. There's a difference between ain and Amy is that Amy is the present form. Okay, is the present form. As a matter of fact, like another word comes from Amy also, a. That's found before Petros, anarthros, Petros, by the way. And so it means are. Okay, Jesus, our blessed Lord, says to Peter, okay, kago, let me see, and what was it? Kago, kago de soy, I say to you that hati, you are is a Petros, okay? Ekai epitate te Petra, okay? Okadameso mu teneklesian and that beautiful stuff, okay? So that is the present form of Amy also, but it's a second person form, a, okay? but that's present, but this is past. Okay, this is past. So this is past form was. Now this is the deal that you have to point out to the witnesses. Okay, that, and by the way, let me give you the spelling of all these again. The preposition n is spelled out epsilon, capital epsilon here. Now in some manuscripts, of course, it's going to be rounded off. It's not going to be so neat like this. This is sort of an English deal. Okay, let's have an e like that. Usually, like in Vaticanus and other manuscripts, you're going to have this rounded off. So get used to that it's going to be round, okay, rounded off. And then, so that's an E. That's kind of easy to detect, even by English speakers. And then you have, what you have in front of it is a soft reading marker. That's telling you that this is not to be pronounced he, like H-E. This is to be pronounced just e. It's a soft reading marker, and I disagree with a wonderful Greek scholar. I'm not going to bring up his name. Because he says that this doesn't point to anything. Everything in Greek points to something. Everything. There's nothing listen, this is pointing to an absence of aspiration. Okay? Everything is there for a reason in Greek. Everything is there for, as a matter of fact, they took a lot of stuff out nowadays. Okay? They did. Like, for example, they don't have any rough breathing, soft breathing markers, over articles. It's just all Canada. It doesn't say whole Canada. It says all Canada. So you don't even have a breathing marker over the Omicron there. Okay, all Canada means the Canada. Okay, y Turquía means the Turkey, meaning not Turkey that you eat, but the country Turkey. But it's e. You see how they took out? They did two things. They took out the rough breathing marker and they changed the eta to an eta, thus changing the sound. So a lot of things have changed, but this is there for a reason. It's showing you the absence of aspiration. Because if you say hen, you're going to get into trouble because that means one. Okay, I and the Father are hen, one. That's in where is that at? John chapter 10 verse 30. Okay. Let's see over here. Wait. Is this? Wait. Okay, there you go. Let's go to verse 30 over here. Okay, so the pronunciation is very critical. Okay, because if you don't pronounce things right in Greek, you're going to change words into other words. Okay, it says ego kai ha pater. Okay, hen. You see the hen? You see that? You see how it's even transliterated differently. Instead of having an epsilon, instead of having an en, it's hen. So this hen means one. Okay, from ace, correct? Or haste, I should say. Okay. I actually defeated my own purpose. Ace means like into or in. So I mean, that's the problem right there. But haste, okay, haste actually comes from haste. Okay, so and this is of course is an adjective. Okay, and so let me just get rid of that over there. And so the thing is that Jesus says, "I and the Father, okay, one are." Okay, esmen. Now that's plural. That's the plural form of Amy. Okay, as in the present. That's in the present tense. Present active indicative. Let's see it anyway. Let's see it anyway. Okay. Grammatical categories. Okay, present indicative active. I don't like to say that though. I'm sorry, guys. I just don't like to say it. It doesn't roll on the tongue. You understand what I'm saying? Present active indicative. That's the way I say it. So there are different forms of Amy. It's just not Amy. There's different. You have past forms of Amy, present forms of Amy. Amy is one of them, and then the future. Okay, of tense of form of Amy. Okay, the future. So this is present. Okay, but this says over here. This is kind of interesting. Ego from the ego paradigm. Ego mu moi me. First person personal pronoun. He uses ego. Probably ani in the Hebrew New Testament, and then will be va in the Hebrew side of things. Is kai here, and then ha will be ha in Hebrew also. Just looks differently, and then father is pater. Okay, and that's nominative. That's the nominative form. Okay, that's a nominative form. Nominative masculine singular. It's not fathers, but it's father. Okay. Hen, but it looks the same, but it's not to be pronounced like the N that we have in John 1:1. Let's get back to that. Okay, so let's get back to that. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully the other one changes it to one, and then I don't have an issue. So we're making good time here. Okay, so NRK ain. Okay, say NRK or NRK. If you can't say NRK, just say NRK. Okay, so RK is spelled out alpha ro. Don't say ro, say ro. Okay, ro. And then if you can't say ro, okay. And then ki or chi. Okay, it looks like an X. It's not an X. That's not a kasi. Okay, listen. The Greeks has an X sounding letter, which is really KS. Xi. That's an X, and it sort of looks like a stack of eyes. You know what I'm saying? And so you see it in the 18th verse, okay, under the word, okay, in the word, I should say, exegesata, which means to reveal, to declare. Declare. He has declared him. I think that's in the perfect tense over there. Let's check that out. Okay, that's an X. Okay, see that squiggly looking snake letter under the word has? Has made him. Him is not there in Greek known. That squiggly looking letter, okay, which can be a future tense formative, as a matter of fact, okay. That not in this, but I'm just saying in a verb, okay, like I can't think of one, but it can't point out the future, but it's not pointing out the future here. That's what I'm just trying to say. Okay, this is an X. Okay, the kasi is an X. Okay. That's an X, but this is not. Okay. I got here, guys. Okay. So anyway, so that X-looking letter in Greek is not an X. It's a CH. It's a guttural. Okay, it's a guttural. And you have gutturals also in Hebrew, like, cough can, it's a guttural. Okay. And all that good stuff. So NRK in. So that means was, but this is the caveat for the witnesses. This is the coup de grace for us, though. That ain is in the imperfect tense. What does that mean? Well, the imperfect tense points out a continuous right here is pointing out continuous subsistence, eternal subsistence. The eternal subsistence of Logos is capsulized in here. We don't need, okay, you understand? It's like pulling teeth with the witnesses. We don't need the word eternal. It's encapsulated in, did I say that right? It's encapsulated, there you go, I can't even speak English, in his word. Okay, was. Because it's talking about before creation, right? This is alluding to the, LXX's, translation of the Jewish scriptures, Genesis 1:1, and Arche. And Arche epo esen hate as tan uranan kai tain gain, And so it's pointing to that. So the eternal subsistence of Logos, okay, was before that, all before that. Listen, Jesus, when he was on the scene for 3.5 years, didn't repeat what his half-cousin said. What did his half-cousin say? Okay, well, he didn't say something like this, for he was before me. Remember when John the Baptist said that about, him being, inferior to Jesus in a sense because, because the thing is that, Jesus was before him. He must increase, I must decrease. You understand what I'm saying? So Jesus never said that. He said that the Father is greater, but that doesn't have to do with being better. Kreton and meson are different Greek words. You understand what I'm saying? Even the witnesses know that. They didn't say, even they didn't stoop so low. They did on different occasions. But even they didn't stoop so low to say that meson means a better. Okay? They didn't stoop so low to that mean, They didn't. So he didn't say that the Father is better, and he didn't say that the Father was before him. He never said that. John the Baptist said that of Jesus. You understand? Incidentally, there's no, what did the witnesses do of, with John chapter 8, verse 58? It did something. Okay, I'll get to that in the future studies. They invented a tense. They invented the tense over there. Okay? They did. But we'll get into that in another session. They did so many things. I forgot some of the things that they did. Okay, understand? I laugh, but it's not really funny. It really isn't funny because it really lands a lot of people into hell what they have done. Okay? It's not a funny thing. The things that they have done that have led people to hell. You compass sea and land to gain a proselyte, and when you gain him, you make him twice the child of hell than yourself, said Jesus about the Pharisees. What's the difference between the Pharisees and the witnesses? Nothing. Especially the Sadducees, they didn't believe in the resurrection, so so do the witnesses. They don't, even though Acts chapter 24, verse 15 says that the both are going to be raised, the just and the unjust. Anarchaein. Okay? Now, so ain means wasn't in the imperfect tense. So you have different tenses in Greek. Imperfect tense, the perfect tense, the aorist tense. Okay? Aorist, this is different from this. Listen, this imperfect tense, the imperfect tense is found here is different from the aorist tense because it's a continuous sort of a thing. Now, if you're in a football game, you understand, that's a continuous action. It's a continuous thing that's going on. It's like a movie, a lot of people say. Okay, I'll accept that. It's like a movie. Or like you're in a parade. Okay? You're in a basketball game. LeBron James guarding, Steph Curry continuously. With no but let's say I take a snapshot of that. If I take a picture of LeBron James guarding Steph Curry before Steph Curry ran him off the court, okay? You understand? And I think I think it was the 2017 NBA Finals, which the Warriors won, by the way. I mean, I'm a Warriors fan. I'm just, you understand what I'm saying? That's the aorist tense. Is a completed action. This is not showcasing the eternal subsistence, the continuous subsistence, okay, of Logos, okay, before anything began to be. This is Angelo Quinones giving the glory to the God of Israel. Thanks.